so many virtual assistants out there now that have the Skynet creep factor.
If you can't beat them, join them.
In case you missed it, last time I ventured into Freddy Fazbear territory by hacking into a Teddy Ruxpin, allowing me to control its eyes and mouth. So now we must take the next logical step. Give it artificial intelligence. Duh. So the trick for this project is going to be syncing the mouth movements with an audio source. And the way that I've found to do it is a really simple way, but it probably isn't the best way. Keep in mind that I'm not an electronics engineer, so be sure to do your own research before following my lead. Basically, audio signals are analog waves like this, but what we need to do is convert them into digital signals like this so that our motors can read them. Luckily, this type of thing is what the Arduino is meant for. So splicing open a headphone cable and adding an LED to test the triggering, we can connect the ground wire to the Arduino ground and the signal wire to one of the Arduino analog pins. You may need to add a resistor or transistors to smooth out the signaling, but that's kind of up to your preference. Then plug it into an audio source and see if the LED responds to the sound. Awesome. Now with the testing a success, I soldered everything to my homemade shield. So now we should be able to plug it into any audio source to get it to talk. I'm going to go with the virtual assistant, and the one that I choose is Amazon's Alexa service. Oh, I see how it is. Tinkernut's making the green for doing a video about Alexa. Heresy, I say! This is not a sponsored video, number one because I'm an idiot and didn't think about that till now, but primarily it's because the Alexa can easily be installed on a Raspberry Pi, which can also fit inside the Bear and make it all self-contained. So hardware-wise, there's a few things we need to do to get the Pi working with the Alexa. The first thing is to add a USB microphone, and the second is to wire up a button like this so that we can activate Alexa. You can then place the button on the Bear wherever it's most convenient. And the third thing is to terminate the Bear's speaker so that we can connect it to a sound splitter. If you want to replace this speaker with a more powerful one, you're more than welcome to do that. Now to get Alexa on the Pi, you first have to have an Amazon account and then create a new Alexa voice service. Make a new device, name it, and then create a new security profile for it. Select and edit the web settings to add at least a local host origin, and if you know the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, add that as well. Then add some device details, check no to access music, and then submit it. You could now go on with installing the official Alexa software on the Raspberry Pi, but I decided to go with a more simple Python version called Alexa Pi. Just clone it, navigate to the Alexa Pi folder and edit creds.py and enter in the information that we filled out on the Alexa voice service website. Then install these prerequisites and run the auth web Python script. On a different computer, you can open up a web browser, navigate to your Pi's IP address, :5000. Log in with your Amazon account and it will add a token to your credentials script. If you want, you can reboot your Pi, but now you should just be able to run main.py to get it started. Now before we close everything up, let's set the main.py Python script to auto run whenever the Pi boots up, and let's set the Pi to boot to command line mode. Now shut her down, connect everything inside the Bear, and power it up. Power, how are we gonna do that? Okay, so basically I'm just using these emergency USB chargers. And if you can get your hands on a 3-port battery charger like this, that would work even better. So plug everything in and wait for it to boot up, and... Alexa, how tall is the Empire State Building?
The Empire State Building's height is 1,250 feet, 381 meters.
This project was a ton of fun because it was my first foray into animatronics. And this type of project has so many other different applications. Now you can automate just about anything to an audio source, which is a great tool to have in your arsenal. Speaking of which, what would you automate to talk? Let me know in the comments below. Also, what ideas would you like me to cover next? Submit or vote for your favorites at tinkernut.com/ideas. Click here to watch more videos like this, and if you got any value out of my show and would like to give some value back, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, or donate at tinkernut.com/donate. Alright, that's it for this tutorial. For more, go to tinkernut.com.